Ignition, 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. Alien implant tech, evidence and purpose. We got some stuff to unpack. Implants are being found inside of people. Could these have been placed by the spooks? Are they terrestrial? Or are they alien or extraterrestrial? That's what we on. Hey, y'all, please like, share, subscribe. We got to pay some bills real quick. Show starts in about 3.5 minutes. Please take this time to repost, like, share, and subscribe. Big ups to Karen. Do your thing. Alien implant tech. Evidence and purpose. That's what we got. Yes, sir.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain. Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant. They're ignorant. That's ignorant.
The emergency is not over. This fire in NATO captured on camera in the Pacific Palisades. Evacuations expanding tonight. Thousands of homes and businesses destroyed. At least 11 people killed.
I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? This what y'all wanted me in Chicago? O block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? Niggas ain't outside. It's only 10 p.m. Where the fuck y'all niggas at, blood?
O block right now. Where we at? Tell you something, man. This Nino Brown, man. I'm live on O block right now. Where we at? This O block. I'm from Miami. I just want to tell niggas, man, we gotta stop killing each other, man. Yeah, this shit ain't about nothing. All that killing shit, we gotta work together, man. Stop killing each other, my nigga. I had to come over here and tell niggas that shit, my nigga.
I'm right here. See where I'm at. I'm out here. Black Star Line cigars. For grown man. On some grown man stuff. And to the PDs, stop doing that killing. Please, stop doing that killing. Please like, share, subscribe.
Brother, I'm wiping it though. I'm gonna wipe it. I'm gonna say, hey.
Tori's oldest brother. Between us, Tori made me at Beta, and so he just wanted to say a few words before we let you go here.
Okay. Yeah, Brother Thomas, thank you so much for gracing us with your appearance, man. Grateful. You expanded our nation beyond belief. It's just a wonderful thing, and we would like to present you with the Self Luv Show first annual Ernest Lee Thomas Achievement Award.
Oh man.
It's
Oh my
apropos
God.
that you are
Man,
the
don't
first
do that to
recipient.
me.
And nope, we call it the Raj.
We're gonna call it the Rise.
Oh, I love it. Oh man.
Yeah, so we
my
have it on
God.
order. You know, we so it's gonna come here. We're gonna show it to the show, and then myself or Tasia deliver it to you or ship it to you from there.
Thank you, brother.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the building. Karen, you know what to do. Music, please.
The Self Love Show, giving you more than vitamins and minerals. Food for your soul. Information and plans integral to making your mind grow. With more growth and development, BS is irrelevant to the intelligent. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we represent. It's the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We do it for our people. The Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show, it's the Self Love Show. To expose they don't equal. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show, the Self Love Show. We wordsmith 9 mil. The Self Love Show, the Self Love Show.
Know how the story go. It's the Self Love Show. Absolutely. It's the Self Love Show. The views expressed in the podcast today are those of the hosts and guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Welcome to the Self Love Show on This Ain't That Network, as we say, TATN. It's the spot where we explore captivating topics to expand our community's minds and ignite our curiosity. Keep questioning. This is one of the co-hosts, Nine Millie. All praise to the ancestors, the Most High, and my late and beloved Mama Sky. In today's episode, we'll explore the intriguing evidence that suggests the existence of alien implants and uncover the possible purposes behind these enigmatic devices. I don't know if I found any copper-colored that have had implants, but maybe Brother Wordsmith has discovered more. Join us as we sift through fascinating case study, react to experts and researchers in the field. We're going to ponder the implications of advanced alien tech. Are these implants tools for communication, surveillance, or something far more complex? Stay tuned as we embark upon this journey to uncover the truth behind this potential technology. So, whip out your self-love vision and your 10 hats. Don't forget to like, subscribe, repost, and share this discussion with your friends. This is the Self Love Show, and this is the revolution. The revolution will not be on YouTube, however. These are lessons, not lectures. We're live and live in color. Today is Tuesday, January 21, 2025, at approximately 7:19 in the Shy. And as always, all you cats can be anywhere in this beautiful universe, but thankfully, we all chose to be here together. And train. Here. Together. Bear down, bear down, what down, brother Wordsmith. What you manifesting?
Love, man. You know me. I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting?
Same, brother. Pure, magnificent. Some say harsh, others say tough, but love just the same, good brother. What's been going on in your neck of the Shy? I see you got your copper thorns on out there. What are you doing?
Yes,
What are you, Jesus out there? You black Jesus?
No, this is a metaphysical crown.
You black Jesus out there?
No, this is a metaphysical crown. This is a tool right here. It's an instrument. It's got two very strong magnets and crystals all around it for elevation, mind stimulation. I performed in it too. I told you that show we had Sunday, man, at Esivo. We killed it. Yes, sir.
Did you feel any different?
More focused. More focused.
Need to get some scientific data on this. You know what I mean?
Taj the God, you did your thing, buddy. It's my man, Taj the God out of Colorado.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It looks really nice too. It actually looks nice. Did they fashion it for your cranium size out there? Are you sending them your hat size or something?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a precise with his thing.
All right. So what to expect out there? What to expect on today's show? We always have the Self Love Show quote of the day. And then, of course, the more growth and development videos, less than 1 minute. It's the platform. And then maybe we'll have some tattoo tyranny. Not sure. Don't think we do. But and then since your mind is a terrible thing when you let it lay fallow, we're going to present a riddle, which has been pinned in the chat. Brother Wordsmith has already correctly solved it. If you guys can't matriculate the answer, you're standing back there getting sacked 68 times, calling you generational, with a generational offensive coordinator coming in here. You better get some generational W's. Feel like I'm sidetracked. But if you guys can't process faster than that, Brother Wordsmith will give you the answer at the end of today's episode, which is alien implant technology, evidence and purpose. We're going to unpack some videos through fair use. We got one witness who, still has the implant in, and et cetera, allegedly, in his opinion. So please take the time to hit that like button and drop any comments, share the link. We wrap today's show up like we do every show with my personal favorite part of the whole shebang. And that's where this brother is going to summarize the whole thing. Might even include something with his new 10 crown out there he's got out there.
Not 10, but it's copper. And it's, man, this is a metaphysical tool out there.
That's right. Copper colored with his copper crown. That's
almost
right.
The same color. I'm a little lighter than that.
Yeah. Indigenous. All right. Yeah, y'all like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. If there's anybody who knows anybody who claims that or you may have reason to believe maybe you've lost some time out there. Maybe you felt like you've got some tech in you. Maybe something changed after you lost time. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you in the chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Big ups to Midwest Festivals. That's our sponsors, and enough for my yapping out there.
Yo, shush, y'all. It don't stop. Self Love Show rocks on. We're here today. Y'all know what it's about. He just told you. Alien implant tech, evidence and purpose. The Self Love Show. As always, we have a very important video, the Silverback More Growth and Development platform, which we're building the Self Love Nation off of. As always, before that, we have the Self Love Show quote of the day. The boundaries of our reality are defined by the limits of our understanding. When faced with the unknown, it's the extraordinary that often holds the key to our greatest discoveries. The boundaries of our reality are defined by the limits of our understanding. When faced with the unknown, it is the extraordinary that often holds the key to our greatest discoveries, and that's from an unknown author.
Is there a UVL out there?
May not know, boy. I've never heard this one before. Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number one, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number two, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. Number three, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influence. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen. Protect our women, children, and men by any means and all means necessary. And that's number 10.
Facts. If y'all didn't catch last week, we covered the awful wildfires, and Santa Ana winds are kicking back up. Yeah. Palisades in the land of Altadena milk and honey. I got some Altadena milk in the refrigerator right now. Bro, I'll tell you what, the everyday lay person, at least 93% smells a proverbial rat out there.
Yeah.
from every walk of life and socioeconomic and both sides of the aisle.
After it comes up, just like Hawaii, that there are structures that are safe and everything's burned around them.
Yeah.
It's
it's
fishy. It's
fishy. And when you've had plans for this rail to run through, this high-speed rail, and build this smart city, you know what I mean? And the governor, the fire's still burning, and he's talking about, yeah, we're already getting bids on this land. It's gonna be great.
Think they have an Olympics too?
Oh yeah. World Cup before that.
Yeah.
World Cup.
Something going crazy out there.
Yeah. I often say, I never forget when I was a kid, bro. Just watching the wildebeest, just watching the lions just pluck one away. I always say, if those thousands of wildebeest just turned around and attacked those few lions, none of them would get killed. I always said that. I always said that. Look how stupid they are. You know what I mean? I said, look how stupid they are. Sometimes you ask yourself, are we not the wildebeest?
In certain degrees, but in nature, the
And
weakest, gets purged, and the people out there, the wildebeest out there, know he's the weakest out there.
so it's okay.
I mean, it's just part of nature.
All right. Well, that's what
That's not this though.
the Nazis would say.
These only these people. Well, no, the animals deal with nature. People don't. That's the thing. People don't deal with nature, the natural things. They
Yeah.
form everything to them. So
Yeah.
I mean, but that is a great metaphor that we we follow. If we got together, yeah, we could get rid of these whole beasts that's doing this devilish stuff. That's yeah. But if we followed nature, we would be about that. But
H. Moultrie says tech CEOs turn to Trump. Bye bye birth tourism. Brother Moultrie, if we were gonna do this would be fun too. If we were gonna do a celebrity roast with you as the guest for your next big birthday, Brother Moultrie, who would you rather have as your guest of honor? Tucker Carlson or Donald Trump? Throwing somebody colored self.
Judge Joe Brown.
Candace Owens.
Another good one.
Yeah, not that, I'm against everything she does. You know. All right. Let's get to our warm-up poll question here. In case you didn't vote, it's on the community tab. Alien implants are ... And you just select the best of what was given. All right. It's not going to be perfect. We didn't go to Larenthal and Horwitz and have them put it in their quantum chip machine to come up with the best possible poll. All right. All right, here we go. Alien implants are cap, meaning imaginary, making it all up. 2, ET tracking tech. So extraterrestrial tracking tech, like something you'd put in your cat, your dog. So if there's a big fire, maybe you can locate your cat, your dog. Which is how they're gonna get those chips into your children too. That's right. All right, ET, biological monitoring. Kind of like one of those Apple things you wear, monitoring everything. And then, of course, finally, ET mind control. Those are your options. Brother Wordsmith and I, we have already voted on this. It's totally unanimous. We'll tell you guys what we voted for at the end of this show. Bye-bye birth tourism. Okay, this guy.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about alien tech and we're talking about nonsense out there.
I'm sure he's got Fox on. Yeah, I mean,
he's watching Fox and listening to it and just got us on so he could just comment about.
But I mean, the layman would say that the alien tech is the nonsense. It's just poetic that you call his politics, which is very important to mankind.
Politics is not out there. My opinion, humbly.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree. All right, so that's it, you guys. Vote, please, and then we'll go over this at the end out there. All right, we got some. We don't have tattoo tyranny, but we do got some. Oh, price of eggs. Had the price of eggs gone up out there, so?
I don't know. Can't remember last time I bought some eggs.
Yeah, they're off the chain here, and they were expensive when we got here. It's like, but super crazy.
I'm sure they probably really high here. I think I heard somebody complaining about it, but I didn't. And it's crazy because I do some Instacart sometime, and I'm shopping. I buy some eggs. I mean, for them, but I don't even look at the price. I just scan this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think if you had a chicken, it'd lay an egg every day, right? Is that the math?
no, I don't think they eat every day. No.
All right. Now, I don't know how that works. All right. But we got a video from News Nation. I don't know if you caught that about the price of eggs.
Oh, definitely not. Not pay attention to that. But if it had came on, I probably would have just turned it off right quick.
We're going to react to it. Fair use.
NewsNation has independently obtained previously unseen video obtained from a secret UAP craft retrieval program. This extraordinary footage clearly shows an egg-shaped object dangling in a sling below the belly of a helicopter.
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is. No markings at all, and no visible means of propulsion or way to see inside. Watch how it rolls, almost graceful as it hits the ground, despite being wrapped in the ropes and canvas from the cradle as it's dropped for pickup. The UAP's final destination still unknown.
It was following a guy who had an alien implant removed.
So, was that night vision? Is that why it was green?
That, I don't know. I mean, it was very obscure, and it's saying it's a retrieval and they're setting it down, so it kind of threw me off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too, bro, towards the end of that video. And why wouldn't you just go out there with a forklift and put that thing up on a truck or something? Why are you dangling an egg
in the air, flying with it? That's if it's a UAP. There's really no proof that it's a UAP except for the person announcing it. I don't see.
Well, if it's not a UAP though, what was it?
Egg-shaped, could be a egg-shaped art piece or some shit. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a UAP.
So you're going with a wacky hoax. You're saying this is some sort of wacky hoax. Somebody's got the time to put that on a reputable news station who's not going to do any reputable
this is predictive
journalism.
Programming we've been dealing with for a while. It's they're putting it slowly showing that other beings are here or whatever, and and that didn't prove anything to me. That's all.
All right, people will start paying attention to egg prices now, and didn't care about it the last 3 years. They just scan and don't look. Now they will start looking. They ain't think about egg prices.
I wouldn't. I won't. So if he's talking about me,
it's everything's political with those guys.
Yeah, I won't. So
You know, you could slap the shit out of one of these guys and they'll blame Biden or Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? That wouldn't happen if it wasn't Biden and Kamala Harris don't have the police here to
And the
protect.
other side would blame Trump.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, because Trump's people out here slapping people because of Trump. Yeah, 100%. I got slapped because of Trump. Yeah.
Coach slapped somebody for Trump.
No, he slapped somebody. He slapped his shit. He slapped shit out of himself for Trump. If they told him you just for all the quote unquote moolies who want to come to his quote unquote rallies, you got to slap the shit out of yourself upon entry. I
Done
think
deal, huh?
I don't know if Coach would do it. Coach, would you slap the shit out of yourself to for entry into a Trump rally? They pay for everything, round trip tickets, put you up in the Watergate Hotel. Nixon. Let's see if we get a reply. All right. Alien implant tech. I mean, I'm just saying, Self. All right. You're not convinced. Okay.
I'm not convinced about that video.
Fine.
Right.
Suppose it is an alien tech. You know.
What's the question?
Well, what does it mean? I mean, every bit of evidence that's going to be presented to people, they're going to say it's a psyop or it's predictive programming. Then there can never be any evidence of anything.
Well, when I see these things flying in the air, making maneuvers that conventional machines can't, then I'm convinced. I don't need evidence that I have to base it on the announcer or whoever person is describing the video. That just looked very suspect to me. That's all. I already know that there are craft that are UAPs or UFOs or whatever you want to call them. I already know they exist. I've seen them like you have. So,
right.
In action, I can say, oh, okay. But, that, I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the News Nation seems to be a reputable source.
Nah. Part of that mainstream out there, it's owned by them 7 companies or 6 companies now, whatever it is. So that's how I feel about that. About as reputable as Fox and CNN, as far as I'm concerned.
But mankind has been talking about this kind of tech since the beginning of mankind.
Absolutely. And it's real. It exists. I'm just not sure about that video. That's all.
All right. All right, you guys, we got today's dome teaser. I am hidden deep within, yet I am not your kin. Placed by those from the stars, I monitor from afar. Though tiny and unseen, I'd hold secrets in between. What am I? That science and fiction both adore, a tale of mystery forevermore. It's in the top of the chat. It was too big of a message to have in one thing. So, Brother Wordsmith has solved it. You guys matriculate. You got all show to matriculate. We'll give you the answer at the end. All right, bro. Enough of the appetizers out there.
Let's quench the Self-Love Nation's thirst.
All right, we do got a video. It's not a promo, but it's relevant. It's relevant. Get your beak wet out there. Big ups to Karen. It's all relevant.
It was following a guy who had an alien implant removed. And I was there at the surgery when they removed the implant. The only thing I could tell you it looked like, because I handled it, because it was a guy.
Why did you go?
I was friends with a guy who passed away. His name was Dr. Lear, and he was a UFO like expert, and he would remove alien implants from people.
Okay.
And the craziest thing about that surgery was that when they cut into his knee to get it, it was moving. Like they would try and go grab it and it would fucking move. It was, I believe, was it this one or another one? I believe it was emitting some kind of radio signal. Like when they held up like a thing to tell if it was emitting anything, like a signal, it was.
Okay.
And when they pulled it out, to me it looked like kind of like a kidney stone, but like coppery color, like black and copper.
Okay.
Whereas kidney stones are kind of gray.
Okay.
And yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like I think it's your pancreas, your appendix. It's like 3 organ, and then one of your like, you only need one lung. Do you know like there's a whole lot of shit inside of you that you don't need? Well, that you can live without.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Facts. You can live without part of your brain.
Yeah, it's just there's a whole lot of stuff.
Just because
those could be implants.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, it's better if you have 2 lungs and 2 kidneys and
Yeah, but what about the gallbladder?
the gallbladder, I think, is important. I don't know exactly its function, but the appendix, I definitely don't know its function. I can't, man, there's something that happens when you
Maybe the function.
people that I know that most no, that's not it.
Maybe the function is stuff. If you're packaging, you're sending a gift and you need filler. Maybe that's just the function. Filler to keep everything from if you're packaging a gift up in there and oh yeah, everything's ready. This is ready.
I
have
got
everything just shaking in there.
These,
And then just put some filler in there.
These vehicles are wonderfully made, and I think all the parts are pretty much necessary.
Yeah, they pull them right out, man.
They pull them out, and people's health don't be exactly the same. It's not the same.
Your wisdom teeth.
Yep.
You seen a baby skull, bro? It's got like a whole row of teeth coming in.
Who?
A baby. Like they got before they're when their adult teeth start coming in.
Yeah.
If you put them under the X-ray,
yeah.
it's it looks like a monster, bro. A whole row of teeth up under there.
Yeah. It's gonna push those out of there. Well, man, a lot of animals, that happens with a lot of animals. A lot of animals, it happens for their whole life. Like sharks and such.
Coach said the answer is the wind.
Yeah, Coach, you're wrong again. You're usually wrong. You're loud and wrong. He put it in caps. You're loud and wrong.
I don't think he's ever got anything right, but he does have the balls to get out there.
Yes, that's a great attempt, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I do.
And if I was a football coach and that guy wanted to be a center and he's standing there 5'0" and we're playing in the Sicker East and he wanted to do it loud, I'd like his Monty and I'd put him out there too. I'd put him out there.
I don't know. I think I like.
I wouldn't start him, but he'd play every game.
All right, now we're talking.
Oh yeah, he play every game, so me and the other coaches can have something to laugh about. After the game, you know what I mean? He kept getting up though. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna jump into this, fella. Alien implants are small, usually metallic type metallurgical type objects found embedded in the bodies of individuals who claim to have been abducted by, quote, aliens, end quote. These implants often exhibit unusual properties and are believed to serve unknown purposes. Some say monitoring, maybe communication. So, who is the leading researcher on this? There, fella, you know anything about it? And how does his background contribute to this type of research? How does his background marry him?
Yeah, uh, there were a couple of names, but I want to say Daryl Sims.
Yeah, he sounds like he's colored. Name like Daryl Sims.
I don't think he's
running back. He played
he's
running back for Richards back in.
sounds like it, but I'm not sure if that's the case, Jim.
All right.
Yeah, he's in the CIA, and
Yeah, he's a spook. That's
so yes,
concerning.
that's
Ex-spook. Yeah.
very concerning.
Yeah, so again, could be PSYOP, could be the CIA saying there's a there, and let's get out here and get our hands on all the information and see what's there, and that way we can have access to, like for instance, MUFON. I decided not to talk to them. I had a call set up with them, and I'm
Oh
planning.
yeah,
Oh yeah. I sent them the footage. They wanted to talk. My paranoia kicked in. And then they hit me with an email, and yeah, they want to talk. Then he said, "Yeah, well," after I didn't respond to the call, "Yeah, well, we think we know what it is. Yeah, well, all right.
these headphones are giving me trouble today, Jim. I don't
Yeah,
know how I'm gonna work this out, but I'm gonna figure it out.
it's because you got a copper colored. You're gonna have to resort. You're gonna have to resort to some.
Buds.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that worked right there. That was.
All right.
I don't know what the difference is. I extended them out, and hey, I'm not gonna complain out there.
All right. So yeah, you're right. Daryl Sims. He's one of the individuals at the forefront of the research, since he is a quote former spook. Of course, he's going to be parroted as the leading researcher, and a lot of these
Is there
cats.
such thing as former spook?
Well, it's like a former Marine.
Is there a former Marine?
I don't
I
know.
don't think you'll ever have a Marine say he's former.
Yeah, well,
I don't.
the
Former
spook,
cop. I don't.
the spook said, "I hear you."
Unless they're denouncing it. I don't know. I don't think you can be former unless you're denouncing it.
Let's just say former cop over at your house ain't necessarily going in the back room, huh?
Oh no. Oh, he's staying far away. We don't trust that.
Don't worry, I'll go in and get your cigar. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we don't need you to be having any probable cause syndrome. Feared for my life syndrome. All right. Wakil, what up, fam?
Business.
Yeah, so he's at the forefront of the research. Former military police officer too. So this guy here.
I know it was some sort of cop and military police though. That's even
Yeah.
deeper. And
Yes.
fucking CIA.
Spook. It provides him with a unique and a wacky perspective on the investigation of alien abductions and implants. His skills in investigation and analysis, being able to, ask the questions over and over, enhance for some people, this all enhances his credibility and the depth of his research. Why though?
Yeah, for me, it helps defeat some of his credibility.
It's a little bit of both.
I mean, for me.
He's gonna have, it's both for me. He's gonna have access. Right?
No, that doesn't mean he has access. It's all compartmentalized, so he's told what he's told.
Right.
So
Right.
that doesn't necessarily mean access. That means he's had access to what they tell him to talk about. Say.
Yeah. Somehow he's going to have access to information that gets him to the people, and he's able to run the tests and be there with the doctors and all of that, where your everyday layman probably wouldn't be able to get the same access. Spooks do what they do, they get access.
So that information they give him, they're still in a box.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about that. Everything's a need to know basis. Everybody's in a box.
Period. But they are speaking like they're experts, and they're experts on what they were told.
Yeah. Everybody is.
Or, he's the leader of this section of discussion, and so-called leaders. So I mean, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We don't know
Forefront.
we don't know where we're getting out there, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you one bit here, to be clear. You know, yeah, they came out there and who's controlling this information? Who's who's the gatekeeper? Now I got
We know we ain't trusting the CIA to tell us the truth out there. They're like NASA, never a straight answer.
yeah, now you got Zuckerberg coming out there on Rogan talking about he regrets all of the fact checking and all of that. Bro, are you just flip flopping with whoever is in office? Censor a game.
Well, I don't blame him. He's running a business.
Right. Well, either stay out of it. Nobody likes a flip flopper.
Oh, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. There's a lot of people that love a flip flopper.
The little jellyfish flip flopper flapping around out there.
And Trump's a flip flopper. He was Democrat all the way until he decided to be a politician.
Yeah.
And
But I
and,
mean,
and Coach loves Trump. I'm just saying, as an example.
yeah, but he said he's running a business. So, you know,
Michael Jordan said Republicans buy gym shoes.
well, that's true.
I'm not saying it's a lie, and I'm not saying what
But it's one thing to come out there and say, yeah, we feel as a company and I feel as a CEO. I mean, if he can flip flop, then Kamala Harris can flip flop. Then I feel as a CEO.
she does.
But that's my point. She lost,
She's a politician.
and we
He's a
held it.
businessman.
Well, exactly. Well, okay. Well, either stay out of it or be consistent. You're flip flopping, and you want to get points and sell your product based off of political wins. You come out there and you say, yeah, there's a lot of wacky information being out there on the internet. We need to reel it in all during the Peter pandemic. And then now that Joe Rogan and Elon Musk is running the country, now you're coming out there on Rogan's show saying, you feel bad about all of that.
He never cared about any of that anyway.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's a businessman. So yeah, he's gonna flip flop and move what's best for him.
What's his name? Zuckerberg. Is he Ozanowski out there?
Huh?
Is he
Absolutely. Absolutely. Berg. I don't think there's a person with a last name Berg that's not.
No, you got the Germans out there. That what they call them?
Yeah, but those people that's not much different.
You got the Germans, what they call them?
Ashkenazis and
Yeah. Zuckerberg.
yes. Some of his people probably perished in
It's
Germany.
another one of those names I never heard. I went to Drop Dead Gorgeous William H. Ray School, and we had, several his people all through Hyde Park, and I just never came across it. It's not sharing the right thing.
Oh, I'm not sure. It says 9th Street.
Yeah, that's cool. And I never came across a Zuckerberg. Rosenberg, I've come across. All right, but here we go. Yeah, News Nation. We'll see if they ding us. This is very important. We're unpacking for educational purposes.
Speed it up or slow it down or something.
What do you mean?
Oh
no.
Former
Playback.
Pentagon UFO investigator Lou Elizondo writes in his new book, Imminent, that non-human intelligence has been engaging with humans for decades. So what do they want? There are many commentators.
Is he a former spook?
He's yes. He was high up in the government dealing with this situation. So he's
got on a pair of jeans.
he's a current spook.
But he looks believable. You see, he's got on everyday man's jeans, some more boots like he's out there working in the field every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll talk and say some things, and
Uh,
then say there's some things I can't say, and all this and
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He's still under contract, so he's not a former anything. He's a current.
You know, could he be being made to say all this under?
Absolutely not under duress, just told to say it.
He could be under duress too.
It could be. That's
Yeah,
very possible.
I don't want to lie to the people. Listen, you know what you agreed to do here.
Yeah. Period.
All right, here we go.
Commentators who say they're friendly. They're no threat at all to humanity. Can we assume that?
Well, I think in order to understand
I don't
These
wanna
we're
hear
having on individuals, especially military personnel.
there's enough reports that substantiate that not all these interactions are necessarily benign or peaceful. Some people leave terrified. Some people leave injured. There are U.S. service people. There is people that are on full 100% disability right now from the U.S. government because of an interaction with UAP. And it's in writing, by the way, from the U.S. government because of their involvement in an incident.
Indeed, the Veterans Administration has granted full medical disability benefits to this man, Airman John Burrows. For injuries to his heart and eyes he claims he suffered during the famous 1980 UAP incident in Rendlesham Forest, England. And Elizondo says that's just the tip of the iceberg. Did you, in any of your UAP investigations, come across evidence of alleged abductions of humans by non-human beings?
We came across information that suggested that people were having things put inside their body that they did not give approval to.
So people have been taken away from their homes in the middle of the night and had things planted in them.
Something that was put inside their body, something invasive, right?
Let's say that this could be people doing it.
It absolutely can. There's a lot of information or disinformation, however you see it, that is saying like a lot of the abductions are the United States or whatever the
Black ops.
Yeah, black ops that run the earth or whatever.
Well,
So there's a lot of speech about that.
Well, this wouldn't be the same government that during the when they were building the nuclear bomb, they wanted to test the effects radiation had on humans, and they took people who were not dying, hadn't agreed to be part of any. They had these doctors, bro, and they wonder why coloureds from the South didn't trust them.
Yeah, because of radiation, and
they were just shooting them.
Also, the soldiers that they had out there, standing behind some glass to witness it and stuff.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about that people were going to doctors in certain states that wasn't on the base, and their families got paid later, and they shot them with like plutonium.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And didn't tell them. They
No.
didn't pay the families at all until it came out.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything. Similar to the syphilis situation.
Yeah.
except for it was radiation and stuff
But you're a wacky conspiracy theory if you somehow don't trust the solution, the big wacky, shot.
they want to call us crazy, deranged.
Yeah, but these were doctors who took that oath to do no harm.
Oh, that's a false oath. They know it. Yeah, I'm sure if we dig into the oath and by words, if we look through the Black Law Dictionary, that they're okay with what they do.
Yeah, the do no harm part has nothing to do with you or I.
No. Or any patient.
Correct.
Right? Something that was not put there by their permission to do something.
You've seen one of those implants, haven't you?
I have been privy to some very interesting
He's privy.
things.
This photo, he says, shows
Definitely
one
privy.
of those interesting things. It's allegedly a biological sample removed from a US serviceman.
What that really means, he wasn't there and he didn't handle anything.
Yeah, he's privy. Hey, look at that.
That's what it means. He wasn't there. He hadn't physically handled it or anything himself. He's been informed. It gave him information. That's what privy means. No personal experience, but he's privy.
Man, he went to his barbershop and told them he's privy. And it was like, I'm going to cut you a privy little beard. All right. But, I mean, come on. This is alien tech. This is what the show is about.
And submitted for analysis. This is possibly an alien implant.
Well, if you look, there's actually a piece of the chip sticking out and what appears to be.
Oh, yeah. See that blurry pic? Look at the evidence he's privy to.
Picture.
Look at what he's privy to.
Yeah, the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what they told him. Hey, you see that part that's sticking out?
Yeah. The booger? Yeah. That's the chip.
Be these fibers that were moving on their own. And then it looks like this chip or whatever this is, this foreign object, is encapsulated by some sort of bio.
But I've heard this before, though. Not just from this guy.
No doubt.
And these fibers moving on their own.
Oh yeah. It's self-preserving itself. That's what it does. It's very similar. It's eerie, but it's similar to AIDS and COVID.
Biological material.
Could that not be something biological, microbiological, or parasitic?
Well, it certainly, the outside looks like it's some sort of masking device. In essence, you have a foreign object, which it's a metallic object in there, and it seems to be encapsulated by.
You know what? Ben Johnson should hire him as the Bears defensive coordinator.
He looks like a football guy.
Oh yeah, he'll have those pictures just like he showed that picture.
And he'll come in there and be like, "We're gonna hide this coverage, and you're gonna do some things and blitz. We're gonna hide the coverage.
We're gonna add our privy packages. He's gonna be coming out there. He's gonna be coming out there exposing the game plan. Well, I can't discuss that part of the game plan.
It's privy.
Yeah.
The defense is privy to the whole situation, so I can't expose it to you.
That's classified. I still work for the Bears, All right, you privy son of a.
Some sort of biological material.
But how do you know it's not just a bit of metal that somebody's knocked into on a building site?
Well, in this particular case, this was moving on its own. It was actually had its own metabolic activity, and it terrified. One of the doctors who was looking at this under a microscope said they didn't want to see this again.
Yeah, bro. I've heard this multiple times down this rabbit hole, not just from this privy SOB.
I mean, no doubt. He worked directly with the people that was blocking all the information coming to the people. He
No,
worked
come and collect it and
directly with
steal
them
it.
for
Yeah,
a long ass time, and now they've set him off to tell people about what's going on.
bully them and threaten them. Like, wait a minute, you guys aren't going to write. You're going to come on my property and not write me a check or anything. You know what I mean? And we're going to take. Where's all the evidence? Give it here, and you and your family better not say anything about it. That's what they were doing to people. So
Yeah, he was going to people and dismantling their story and making them feel ashamed so they wouldn't come forward. He did a lot of that.
I mean, he wasn't privy.
And now he's
now he's privy.
He's privy, and he's gonna put it out there. He got privy while he was doing that, and then he decided that it wasn't the right way to go, so he was going to let people know.
So he's a whistleblower that still works for the American government.
Yeah, that still holds his oath. And like, really, there's stuff he won't talk about because he's like,
so
I can't talk about that.
So it's like snitching on the noobs publicly,
but not snitching on the bond.
Right, exactly. About the esoteric stuff.
UAPs abducting people at random, or are they drawn to certain individuals? Elizondo says research has revealed an intriguing pattern among UAP experiences in a fascinating part of the brain.
This is fascinating.
This is a part of the brain known as the quadrate putamen, and it is a very specific part of the brain. It's responsible for all sorts of stuff, and some have even speculated precognition
but certainly intuition.
Intuition for sure.
Elizondo says the caudate putamen is larger in people with alleged psychic powers, what the government has called remote viewing.
What about people who've had UAP experiences?
Very interesting. The same thing. And by the way, that's not me telling you. These are medical doctors and scientists.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find news.
Same medical doctors and scientists who gave people syphilis and
who don't heal anything. They just treat symptoms.
Told people their children were going to be born deformed who weren't, just so they can abort them. This is not conjecture or wacky conspiracy theory.
And my copper hat is not because I'm a conspiracy theorist, because you all know conspiracy realists.
What is that? Do you think that there's something to the brain that may be giving certain people the ability to easier access these dimensions?
Absolutely. I don't see why that it can't be the case. I'm not sure that it is the case.
Yeah, because we know nothing about the brain.
Well, we don't look at each individual's brains who claim to have precognition or
no.
We don't. You can't look at their brain like.
No, we discount it. We discount it all.
Yeah, we say that none of that's the truth.
Yeah,
but there's some reason that some people had a proclivity to have these gifts, and there's a reason for it.
Furthermore, we give them drugs and we send them to these psychiatrist doctors, and we call them all crazy. This is what I hear from people who, if you ask, 100 people, have you ever had what do you call that? Anomalous experience.
Oh.
Or, whether you've seen, something you can't explain in the sky or a ghost. And 30-40% will say yes.
Yeah, and 100% should.
But
I mean,
yeah.
People they will just dismiss something. There's certain people that will see something anomalous and just dismiss it in front of themselves, to themselves.
Yeah, to kind of maintain their facade of I've got control of everything and my materialistic view of the universe is going to remain intact. I mean, I know my geometry, my Euclidean shapes.
They came here for a situation to expand a certain situation, and it doesn't include this situation.
Yeah.
So they just act like it never occurred.
Yeah. That's what many of them say too. The boundaries of our reality are defined by the limits of our understanding when faced with the unknown. It's the extraordinary that often holds the key to our greatest discoveries.
Well, if everybody follows the company line, when the company line is a lie, then it leads to that. It'd have to be something completely shocking, the whole system, which is very easy because they hold us in a box and they are not being truthful with the information they have. And they're not forthright with it, I guess I'll say. I won't necessarily say not truthful because they put the information out because they believe it stops their karma.
Yeah, and once it's this information, it comes from okay, so say you're making a song, that's coming from all the data and all the data that's been accumulated in the cloud, in the ultimate universe's information
It's coming
cloud.
from the ether.
Also added to your experience that's coming from the data that now you're feeding into it. So at that point, bro, the information is um
It's in the ether. I mean, it can be picked up by anyone that's tuned
correct.
into that frequency.
There you go. So they can try to hide it, but that's why they won't. We've always said, man, why don't they meditate in school? And the schools that do it, the children are more mannered. The prisons that do it, the inmates who do it, or because then you're going to get access to this information that they want to keep hidden.
Period. That's why meditation is not even prescribed by the media.
Oh,
It's said that it's spooky nonsense. And
yeah.
It's clearly not. It's clearly not. There's so many practices that are frowned upon that could help you.
It's in the Bible. It says meditate. The Yahusha.
That's the whole thing.
Says it. But they don't, in church, they won't tell you
And
that.
he says, these things I do, you can do and do greater. So, I mean, if you follow the steps, then you could. But the preachers don't ever talk about that.
And not just the preachers, but the families, and the preachers don't talk about it. The families don't be like, they'd be like, did you pray? Did you pray did you pray when you woke up? Did you pray when you go to bed? But nobody told the kid, even when the child was in theta, hey, did you meditate today? You know what I mean? Let's sit down and be aware. Let's be.
They didn't even tell them how to pray. So did you pray and how to pray is different things. And meditation is akin to prayer, in my humble opinion. So, it's all a system to lower our vibration. All of it at this time in our juncture. There are some who wish to say the truth, but those that do are shunned, shut down.
What's the motivation to lower our vibration? Like
control. The powers that be, it's the only way they can control us.
What's the motivation of control? What's the benefit of that?
Living their lives how they're living it. And, the best that it can be, they are in control and they are not even living the same life that we are. They don't have food. or the conditions around them. They have the ultimate technology. They're not living in the same vibrational globe. They live outside the box, and they got us in the box. It's so they can keep living. They're trying to live forever. That's why they're bringing this transhumanism in and all of that. They've been on that, but they're going to try to piece that off. Like I said, they've been piecing off the technology for a very long time, and they're at least 200 years in advance of what they show us. Some of their technology that they have would appear like magic.
What about this alien tech?
That's
What's
basically what
different?
I'm really talking about.
What's different? Like, what are some anomalies that people are saying that, when they investigated and they tested, or yeah, what are some properties that,
Mandela effect. Like, it to me is showing that they are trying to figure out how to get past the timeline problem that we have to wake up. Their time is up.
yeah, but I'm saying, what properties is the
the implants?
Yeah, like what makes people say, okay, this is an alien implant as opposed to something terrestrial. So, um,
It's a lack of health issues attached to the implant. There's no swelling. It might be like a cyst or something, but there's no swelling, and it's a metal object that's surrounded by biological.
Whereas you're saying no rejection by the body.
Yes, there's a biological element around the implant, the metal, or what have you.
That must be based off your DNA, because that's why your body's not rejecting it. So obviously it's able to copy, your DNA, so that, but feels like it's part of your body.
I'm not even sure if it's DNA based, because there are your body will take an invader and encapsulate it with biological material and make it not an issue. It goes through the swelling and all that. But
that's true.
If you have something that has that same biological tissue, it doesn't necessarily need to be DNA based.
Yeah, but if I was alien tech, it probably would be.
I think it would be easier if it was more generic to our species and these vehicles. Could be very specifically DNA based. I can see that as well.
Yeah. They say it reacts to certain frequencies. So the metal or
it's also sending off a frequency.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It's both, because it's a communication. There is a communication factor to it, because it receives and sends.
Yeah, and they think it may be nuclear powered. Like, it gives off like radioactive stuff sometimes too.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily nuclear, but it definitely is giving off a radiation. Because our phones give off radiation. It's not nuclear, so it's definitely some radiation given off from these devices. And one thing that I've noticed that was intriguing was that so-called implants removed from individuals in different parts of the world look exactly the same.
Yeah, they say they yeah, that's fascinating. They say they emit a faint glow. They react to certain frequencies. They contain rare, like, or unknown materials, when they break down the metallurgy. Um, so just things like that. And to your point, bro, they tend to look exactly the same.
Incredible. I don't know where we at in the show, so there's some information I would like to say that, like, but I'm not sure if it's appropriate now. So
Yeah, well, what is it, experiential or just evidence? Because that's where we headed
it's
to.
kind of towards my opinion of what's going on and what these are.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, bro.
I think that there has been a hybrid program that's been going on this planet, and a lot of the so-called abductee victims are a part of that.
Well, you mentioned that the abductees. What are they? What are some common things that they're all alleging about their wacky experiences?
That they were taking in, and they only have any memories from hypnosis. They've not remembered any of the process, but they've been on the table surrounded by so-called aliens and grays mostly, and they are on an operating table of such, and it's like a medical examination type of situation.
Yeah, a lot of times they do something to their bum, don't they?
Well, I don't know about the bum.
I think so, bro. I think they be saying that. They don't want to come back talking about it.
Yeah,
That's a
I don't think I've ever
that's a
heard
that's
that.
what that's what always made me think, oh, it's those boys from Yale. You know what I mean?
I've never really heard anything about the bum.
Big up to Yale. All
Yeah,
right.
but they have these people and they
Well,
find implants in them.
well, they also report missing time,
Oh,
right?
they definitely missing time.
Many of them, many of them report missing time.
They don't remember any of the thing
Yeah,
until they have had hypnosis.
regression, really. So they blank it out of their consciousness.
Yes,
But
it's
then
a
the
tool that they
so,
use.
who the aliens?
Yes, so-called aliens, because I'm not sure they're aliens. They from this.
They say the ones you're describing aren't friendly necessarily.
Um,
They don't like us. They don't
yeah, I
dislike us.
mean, any of them that uh do these procedures and all of that are, most of them, they say they're like robots, so they have no empathy. They're just doing what they do.
But maybe they're doing it for our good. I mean, I don't want to go too far, but like like we'll
It's
track it.
more for their good because they're
We'll
supposed to
track
be.
an animal, put it to sleep, so we can take the bottle off his snoot or something. Maybe they can see a bottle on our snoot, metaphysically
No,
speaking,
they're
that we
trying
can.
a lot of times they say that they are us in the future, and I don't know what they did. They kept following the technology and not spirituality, and they turned into that. and did a whole bunch of cloning, and that's what led to that. And they are trying to fix what they did.
Yeah, I've heard
And
that theory.
they send in these biological robots, which these small grays are supposed to be. So they don't have any feelings towards us at all. So they're just doing their job, have no empathy, trying to fix their situation. The tall grays.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really knows.
Nope.
They all could be trying to help us.
It's possible, but don't know that we're going to turn into them.
They have vivid dreams of encounters with ETs. Many report feelings of being watched or monitored. I've always felt that my entire life. That's for sure. Anything else? You were saying they'll have something on their body or something that markings.
I mean, scars.
Yeah.
From implanting the implant.
And the probes.
Yeah. There's a lot going on this plane that we exist on. And these vehicles that we have and the dimension and the frequency that we hold is cherished by a lot of beings. They wish they was us, but they not like us.
So you're gonna have it, not you, but they are gonna abduct certain people, run some sort of scientific examination, and then leave an implant in them for their greater good.
Their greater good. I think that they are like I said earlier, a hybridization.
But the Greys aren't the
program.
only ones up there. They said
At all.
drop dead
No.
gorgeous whites are there. The tall drop dead gorgeous whites. They say there's always a few of them.
Andromedans.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't say that they're all on the ship though. It's usually tall grays
They'll
that's
say the Greys, but then they'll say that they always say there was one that looked like me. They always say that. It's like, yeah. Yeah. They don't all say it was just all Greys, bro. They say like the
they don't
Greys.
all say that it's one that looked like them on there either.
Yeah.
It's both.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just wondering. All right.
Different groups.
Yeah.
And some of the groups are local. They're not, like I said earlier too, some of the so-called abductions are the world government's experiment that they're holding.
Well, what's the evidence for these implants?
Well, the physical stuff that's been removed or has been seen on X-ray and MRI.
Yeah, just metallic objects embedded in the body.
Yeah,
People who've never
metallic
been in
objects
surgery.
that are either very rare on this planet or not from this on this plane at all.
Yeah, but it's like they're doing no harm. They'll be from somebody who didn't work as a metallurgist, someone who's never been shot, someone who's never had surgery performed on them. They just have this thing in them that gets discovered all of a sudden.
Yeah, like I said, to me, it's part of the hybrid program. So I'll go ahead, and I know it might be too soon or what have you, but my
Go ahead. Go ahead with
part,
that. Go ahead with the
uh,
hybrid program. I'm confident. I'm
yeah, and
confident
it's
I've met some hybrids.
yes, and it's set up to monitor their biology and what's going on with them because they are trying to push forward and not become the Greys. They've come back in time to try to figure out how to stop their situation. And they think by combining our DNAs, it will help their DNA from totally disappearing and destructing.
Well, according to Terrence Howard, as we move further away, we're going to turn gray anyway. So maybe they're trying to do something to, like you said, get an antidote, so to speak.
Yeah, change it, inject themselves into our DNA and be able to take it back to them to, you know, I don't I don't completely understand this simulation we're in, so I don't want to say somebody's wrong about what they say or what have you. You know what I mean? Terrence Howard says a lot of things that feel good and work within my understanding at this point in time, but not everything he says. So I don't agree with anyone 100%, not even myself at times.
Well, yeah, and that's the funny thing about consciousness, bro. You know, you think about time. People say, be aware, be in the moment. The second you reflect on, okay, I'm in the moment, you're no longer in the moment. You're
If you reflect, you're not in the moment. Period.
right.
you know, and there's only the moment, which is really a trip. It's all happening right
Correct.
now.
Correct.
So if you can focus on the moment, then you can be ahead of the game.
Theoretically, one should be able to focus back. And there's some people who have these incredible memories. One of them's an actress. She played on Taxi.
It's still the moment.
Correct.
That's what's incredible about everything's happening right now.
What do you
So
mean? Kunta Kunte's on it. Changed
yeah.
his name from
No,
Tony.
no, 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 no. There's no such thing as Kunta Kinte.
It's your name, boy.
He made that was made up by
Now you trying to tell me Roots was imaginary. Now you trying to tell
yes.
now you trying to tell me Roots was a fiction.
Yes, we've said this all the time. Alex Haley stole that, got sued for it from
Oh, yeah,
Ish person. The
you
whole
don't
story.
you don't know what was in Alex Haley's heart.
I do. He's a spook. He also so-called gave us the autobiography of Malcolm X. Listen to this. Alex Haley's name is on the autobiography of Malcolm X. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, the unapproved autobiography.
Yes, that's the whole man, and that was a very powerful book. And just like
Yeah.
Roots was a very powerful book.
Yeah, but you're right. It wasn't the biography of Malcolm X.
No, it was not.
Or the unapproved.
It definitely wasn't the autobiography. Like it was
Correct.
not his words. It was
Well,
Alex
that's what I'm
Haley.
saying. Should
Yeah.
have been titled The Biography of Malcolm X. Correct.
Yes. Yes. Period. Powerful book though. Inspired me to go to another level. So I'm grateful for it, but it wasn't the truth.
All right. So you got some wacky people with some wacky metals that some other wacky scientists are saying they can't explain using their wacky scientific tools. So yeah, they usually get discovered incidentally during medical exams or if individuals experience unexplained symptoms that can lead to further investigation. X-rays, MRIs are commonly used to detect these objects. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I got another video for y'all. And just because you guys think we're making it all up.
Our people know the truth about us. They're gonna have to investigate. They don't always know what we're talking about, but they know it's on some real that they need to explore.
Screen. It was a little round room. I had no.
Yeah, I'll be seeing this sometimes when I'm meditating. To help you stop screaming. Oh, I wish I knew that when I was making boys.
That's somebody that's somebody that don't have no, physical or empathetic situation. They want to know how. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's a biological robot because they don't want you screaming, but goddammit, they want to get their results. So how can they help you? They would know if they were not a robot.
It could be the same reason we don't know why a baby is screaming.
Well, we know why babies don't scream. They need something. They're
Right.
they're not afraid of something, but they don't know how to speak it. And
Right.
they that's why they ask these people because they can ask them.
But we know
That's
how.
fear based. This is all fear based.
But we know how to speak it. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's why they ask them, because this is fear based. These motherfuckers are scared to death.
Right. Screaming like a little baby.
But they're scared to death. They don't know, you know what I mean? That's why they're like, oh shit, we don't want you to die out there. We need some information or whatever. How can we help you? Baby, we do the same thing as parents. Like, how can I help you? But it's not the same language. Hmm. Have you noticed that the makeup of the most of the people that have the implants?
All whites.
Yeah, so-called whites.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the intro. I ain't seen no copper colors.
Oh, but what just came to me was that one of the first ever abduction or time loss that on record, I mean, because I know it's way before that, but on record
Was Kunta Kinte?
No. It was a damn, I can't think of that. I just lost their names. But it was a couple, it was an interracial couple.
Oh, Betty and Benny Hill.
Yeah, the man here was melanated and the woman
Yeah, I
wasn't.
don't know. He was passing or something. Betty and Benny Hill. Yeah, I know you're
He
talking
wasn't, he was passing?
about. Man, back in those days, they'd have put them up on, boy, they'd have put them both up on a tree. They'd have put a pitchfork in them. So what are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying that those are the people that they put up as the
I remember.
really
I've been saying him. He always looked colored to me, boy, when I was little.
Absolutely. It was no passing
I
there.
don't know. He's some sort of Italian at minimum from Sicily or something.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to find this.
Yeah, he was like Fard Muhammad or something. Yeah, you look at him and you're like, wait a minute.
That's really? Hold on, I need to.
Yeah, pull him up. Pull up a picture of Betty and Benny Hill. I don't think it's Benny Hill. Barney Hill.
It ain't. Damn, now you got
It's
me all
Barney.
fucked up.
It's Betty and Barney Hill.
Betty and Barney. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
what kind of color has a name Barney Hill? Come on. That's right out of the
Shit, they
Barney
might
Hill
have
bill.
named them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I put Betty in, and Barney Hill came right up.
Yeah.
Let's go. Images. What? Okay, it is. Okay. This the okay.
Well, you go ahead and do your research.
on its own.
The implant move when they start poking that thing at it.
Yeah. Because it was that motherfucking future technology.
That thing was alive, huh? You know, we're working on that.
Man,
Fusing the tech with the biotech. Yeah,
they not working on that shit is, man, bro. Come on. Come on, man.
Hey.
Okay, I can. No, this ain't no way this is. Let's see.
The other night, I clearly heard like like a tone. And
Bro, you know we're very sensitive, man. We've been ahead of the curve for a long time.
it was a tone.
Okay, I got a picture of him.
It was weird, bro. It was weird. So let me tell you, never heard anything like that before. And you know, you go to a psychiatrist, they can say it was all in your head. I know, asshole. I know.
That doesn't look like a guy passing to me.
There's nothing on my screen. Oh, okay. Well, it's on it. You got it on the screen. All right, I got you. I see him. What do you mean he doesn't look like somebody who's passing?
He doesn't.
He doesn't. You trying to tell me that look like
that looked like an indigenous Indian from this country to me.
He's passing. They knew him.
How was he passing? They had problems because of their interracial relationship. That's on record.
If he didn't have he better been driving on them back roads with a saxophone in his hand and said, "I'm driving Miss Daisy over the."
She wasn't in the back seat, man. And he got
Master Trump house.
I don't see hers, but
and then I'm gonna be working in the fields. You know, I'm just saying.
No.
All right, there he is. There's a different picture.
And no, no.
You trying to say he's some sort? I'm gonna have to do some research on him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like.
I don't know.
Could he be a spook? He could be a spook, but he's not.
He looks as colored as Kamala Harris. Well, I'll just say that.
He's from America, though.
All right.
His whole heritage. It's not from India.
Well, all right. Let me get over here. All right.
Hindustan. Yes. They're hybrids.
Well, let's listen to Whitley. Let's see what he says.
It has had a profound effect on
it. Implemented it. Woo-wee. Tell them what to do. That's something. That's very something.
Or access to that part of the brain was activated.
No matter how
he said something physical though happened with his eye.
Yeah, he said a slit open, but that's, you know, that could be a matter of perception, you know.
It could be a matter of the system opening up in you.
Yeah.
These are fucking vehicles that we live in. So, yeah.
Yeah, it could be that. Or I'm saying it could be that the chip could be opening up because we don't know what our brain. They say we're not using 90% of our brain. Maybe the chip is just opening up a portal between him and his brain. I understand what you're saying. Just saying maybe. In certain bloodlines and certain people. What's he talking about?
Well, when we talk about bloodlines, it's
yeah, I mean we do, but this guy's he comes from the news.
Yeah, and I've told you that they were all compromised, especially this group. They're not Fox, CNN, or MSNBC, and they're still getting their name out there though. But bloodlines go so-called all the way back to these biblical situations. And these people have been planning things all along, and they are very tied to their bloodlines. Like most of the uh, American presidents, so-called, are blood related, and they go back to some monarchies in Europe, and go back to uh, Mauritania
You know,
area.
so the aliens are racist. They only want to mess with certain bloodlines, or that's just the
Yeah,
agreement.
they because it's also been stated that in Sumer, the Sumerians said that aliens came down and they seeded a certain people. That mean that bloodline would be that would make bloodline from that point. And all these people say that they are supposed to run this world because they are kin to that. And and it's been a long time in coming 200 or 300 years. This whole process has been put into place. It's like,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy, he's got an implant in his ear. They held him down in bed, implanted something in his ear, and this helps him. You know, a lot of these alleged victims, they don't want these things removed.
no, why would
Like
you?
it's like a Bears fan.
I'm just saying, like,
You know, we got a new
I
coach.
went
We're
all
all
the way
happy.
back to what I was saying to say that those people are is a hybrid situation. That's why they are upgrading, because that situation is dying off.
Right, right. Yeah, you've got that narrative. Um, I mean, I hear you. Um,
That branch of it, because it's, every all of us is like, we're not just a solid one thing moving up. It's branches off it, off our frequency. And it's the same.
what do you mean? It's different consciousness,
One consciousness, but branches off. It could be like,
different colors.
I don't necessarily say different colors, but it could still proceed at the worst of times, like it has been for our people.
Yeah. All right. So this guy, I don't know. I don't know. People are saying they like the implants. A lot of them are saying their life has gotten better. You know. Have you heard of alien fluorescence?
Yes, it's a part of frequency that the naked eye can't see, and it's seen, and it's at alleged scenes where so-called aliens were involved with people who remember through hypnosis. It requires a different type of light to even see it for these vehicles that we live in.
Yeah. Okay. So it's known as a phenomenon where individuals who've had close encounters with UFOs and or aliens exhibit a faint luminescent glow on their skin, kind of like mine is now. This glow can be captured on film and is believed to be a residue from the encounter. Alien fluorescence. Been meeting some interesting people, so. Speaking
You
gibberish.
always do. You are
Yeah, no, they
you got a unique frequency that
yeah,
you experience stuff that nobody else is going to experience. Like really.
Here's the thing, man. You know why? Because I the gibberish. Here's the thing about the gibberish. When people start speaking a gibberish, you either just be silent, right? That's the best practice. Or you just, yeah, yeah, and the rabbit, dabbit, you babbit, yeah, huh? You ain't saying it.
You know what I do? I'm just silent. I'm like,
I'd be like, you ain't saying it. I'll be saying stuff that's it's not a lie. I don't understand you. Huh? Man, you feel what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Interesting, fascinating people. It's like they come out of nowhere and then they disappear to nowhere. You pick them up in a random nowhere spot. And
no, that whole situation, you gathering information. You man, yeah. Why you doing this? It's gonna be so many stories, movies, TV shows, and such written out of it.
Yeah.
Man, they don't know what they're doing. They provide information to the information king.
Oh yeah.
Spread it and give it to everybody.
Yeah.
That's all I know, because so when I'm speaking upon you,
Find a singularity. Hey, amen, bro. Amen. Now, the purpose for these alien implants.
Said earlier, I think that mainly it's a hybridization program, and there are
What's the tech for? How's it facilitate hybridization?
Well, if you think or know that these beings are from a different dimension, they're from a different time zone, and they're trying to solve some problems for what they do, and so they introduced their DNA into the system, and from a long time ago, to build a hybridization program and see how it's working. The main way they can do that is pick out those people and that have the DNA and the blood related situation and check on it, and putting some small device in somebody, they should probably do it way more.
So it's a medical device.
Yeah, yes, and it's a figure out what's going on with this being at this point in time. It's a tracking, medical, and what was the third? Because shit, it was all of those, and I put
what?
I mean, I didn't put all of those, but I was thinking it was all those. I picked one because it said pick the best one.
Well, yeah, we'll save that. But monitoring human health and behavior, facilitating communication between aliens and humans. Yes. That could be like having that little Apple, what's that Apple low jack they put on people's cars and then they can follow
Yes.
around.
Yes.
Yeah, like maybe one of those, but they can even jack your consciousness
All
through
of
the
that.
way.
Yes.
See everything through your eyeballs. Make you
Yes.
make you ride a skateboard to New York and shoot the CEO in the back.
Yes. I mean, I don't see it's I don't know, man, but for me, man, it's a lot of science fiction that's closer to real what's going on in the simulation than what the media says. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like an advanced civilization. Mhm.
It's been denounced and devalued. The people that was running the space decided they wanted to run the space forever, so they put in motion uh, in their time and what they can achieve to demote us so they could stay in power. It was no, everything is cyclical. So it got to the highest, and then the motherfuckers that had it, I
But
don't even know the people that had it the highest, but whoever had it on the way down, they decided they wanted to do the worst shit, so it go
but
all the way down.
but what is power? Like, okay, so most people would say money is power. But money is only power because we the people give it its power. So
Influence. It's
we could collapse, the people could collapse everything those in control hold dear by just saying, no, we don't use money anymore. We all went to Monopoly and we're using Monopoly money.
it's a process. And that's what the information age and what it's going about. Where whatever they try is going to fail. I know this because we have to go back to the highest, and we're like a little bit up. We're almost. We might be at the base. We might be on this side too. I'm not sure, but we're like really low. But we're going up because there's more people that are learning information that's gonna help raise the self-love nation. Self-love nation is inspiration, no matter what y'all say.
Transformations that have taken place after people have had these claimed contacts is very real.
All right, hold on. Fair use, fair use.
Brain surgery is famously
We ain't gonna
complicated,
watch
right?
this whole thing, but
Something
look at
only
this here.
modern science could pull off. But as you're about to see, it looks like some ancient societies
A lot of smoke going on.
You
may
turn
have
it up a little
something to
bit.
teach us about how to operate in here. It's February 2022 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Museum of Osteology, also known as the Bones Museum, makes a post about one of its newest artifacts, and the photo of it has the comment section going wild. The image shows an elongated skull with a strange metal implant embedded inside it. The skull found in Peru appears to be human, but the odd stretched out shape of the bulbous cranial bones could suggest otherwise. The implant itself is coarse and bumpy and is clearly not an organic part of the skeleton. It appears to be composed of two parts, an eye-like shape on top and a circle at the bottom. Forensic anthropologist Dr. John Verano, who studies prehistoric skulls like this for a living, was stumped when he first saw this image.
I've never seen anything like this. I looked at it and I said, well, doesn't look genuine to me.
Though this implant is rare,
Of course he's
perhaps
gonna say
unique,
that.
author Heidi Halle says there's a long history of elongated skulls in Peru.
For us to be able to find elongated skulls, that's not the rare element here. Finding an elongated skull with a metal plate in it, now that takes the cake.
Okay. All right. I remember I played this. They showed allegedly how the skulls were elongated And I just couldn't help to think that you have to be one under the influence SOB that sit there and think, you know what? I'm gonna be the first generation to elongate my kid's skull. Because they allege that it's got to be done, when you're,
Well, it's a lie. They've
and
also proved.
they showed how they put boards. They had a picture of a
Oh yeah,
baby.
oh yeah. But those are not the ones that they say, oh, these are different, because they do call out that, because the motherfuckers did do that. They
But
started
okay,
putting boards.
so if they did that, who's the first person to decide I'm gonna do that? How do you even know if it's gonna work?
When they saw, well, they were more advanced than us, bro. They knew that the skull was malleable as a child, and that would
Okay,
imitate what they
so
saw.
okay,
I'm saying what they saw was something natural, and they was emulating that. That's what they did with the boards, is what I'm saying. It was a motherfucker that said, "Oh, these motherfuckers got elongated souls. Let's just try to do that, our babies," because somebody fell down and hit their head, and that motherfucking shit formed like that, and they said, "Oh, maybe shit, they got elongated skulls. Maybe we could put some boards together."
I'm just not buying that story, man.
No,
I'd
the
rather buy
the the no the elongated skulls. The people that was using the boards was trying to emulate that.
I get your point, and I'm
They
not
weren't
buying
creative.
it.
They
And
weren't creative from that.
I'm not buying it. I've been looking at that and listening to that since William H. Ray School, and it never made sense from the day one. Um, that's got to be natural, bro. They're hiding something.
Oh, you didn't hear me. You didn't hear what I said.
Yeah, you said they were emulating some people, and you used a lot of MF bombs, and you said they were emulating people, and they said, well, they're powerful people, so and
No,
we
no,
said
no,
well,
no.
the
They
baby
were
fell on his head.
emulating a
Right.
natural elongated
Uh,
heads. It was
right,
natural.
right. And I'm saying weren't no emulators. I'm
Oh
saying
no, no,
it
there
was
was
natural
definitely
for everyone.
no, there was definitely some emulators.
And that's where we disagree. So I've
Right.
heard you
I got
say
you. I
your
got you.
point of view, and I was
I
giving
got
my
you.
point of
I
view.
got you.
You
I
know what I
got
mean?
you. I
That's
got
all
you
I was.
100% now.
Yeah, that's all. I was saying, I think that they've lied to us, and there's some people who have had heads like that. What happened to them would be a whole nother investigation. Because I find it goes against human consciousness to be the first father and mother to say, you want to try it on our baby? You sure it's gonna work, baby? Trust me, I'm on the ayahuasca. You know what I mean? We're gonna stretch this baby's head out and make this baby the king. Because that's what they said. They
Well,
said the people who did that were the elite.
I'm just saying that they have boards and stuff that they use for the, and
I
it
mean,
was
we
natural. It was
circumcised.
natural, and yeah, circumcision, yeah, that too, circumcision. But they, it's stuff that they show that they did to. But I'm
Okay, all
saying it
right, all
was
right, okay,
natural and it was
okay,
emulated. Like,
all
and we
right,
disagree on
okay,
that. We're gonna not
all
gonna.
right. Well, no. My question is, why did they stop then? It should still be a nation of people out there. This is our
Because
tradition. You know what I mean?
the one emulation couldn't compete with the truth, and the truth adapted. It didn't.
All right.
The truth didn't. There are not necessarily all elongated. There's some expansion and whatever.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. What's big science? How has big science responded to the findings of uh, alien implants? What's big
They think
wacky
it's
science?
fallacy, and you got a fucking tin hat on, and uh, no peer review, no true is true. That's how they feel about it.
You know, there's studies are showing that the wolves in Chernobyl and people who were affected by all of that, that we have something in our DNA, which I postulated on this show years ago, that even in the nuclear war, there'll be like 1% of people who are not affected by it. Just like some people aren't affected by that sound on the blackboard. Somebody comes
More
put their
more
nose.
more than 1%.
As it
I
turns
would
out,
say. I
it'll
would
be a
say.
lot more than 1%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a factor that can regenerate and
Yeah.
start everything over.
Yeah. It's the whole reason why, you know, bleach or, you know, the 99.999% we kill.
Oh yeah, that was a lie too. So
Yeah, but even still, they knew they couldn't
right,
say all of it.
100%.
Yeah.
And that was a legal measure.
Yeah, I've got a mechanical engineering thing I need to get with Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
A vacuum valve. If you can create sort of the propulsion, you've got to be able to have like a way you can create the vacuum, have your engine encased within the vacuum, and then have that using magnets, keeping all of that afloat through magnetism. Yeah.
Well, that's already there.
And that's your secret to propulsion.
But that's already there. That's you can't.
What do you mean that's already there? Engines are contained within vacuums.
No,
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
the magnets, the magnetism and the power is you don't need to build an engine for most of that. So you can make the engines for the vehicles, and then that power is already there. It's Tesla was correct on a lot of things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Electricity is not completely necessary. There's magnetism that can be used and power achieved from the ether, and it could even be dropped down to electric to power everything from the ether. Free energy it's a fact. It's not concept.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give a physical potential way to create it. In theory.
In theory and practice, there have been access to what Tesla has done, and I'm not talking about the South African dude running around with the president-elect. I'm talking about the real Tesla.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was talking to the viewers. I know you. I know
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Me. We know.
So you're saying that they already have engines that are contained within vacuums that this engine now, this form of propulsion, I don't think it'll work. But you got to somehow be able to create the vacuum because that's how you're going to lose the entropy.
No, the entropy is diffused when you use the force from around the ship that eliminates the so-called gravitational pull where you move freely. There's no friction. That's why they're able to do things that are not able to be achieved by so-called conventional vehicles. It's able to stop, cut, and go around at vectors and cuts that, you can't stop. You'd be like, bah, bah. So you stop and change direction at that's not achievable by, at least in this time.
Well, if our government is what 500 years ahead of us in tech, then why wouldn't that be achievable?
I know I'm talking about for the layman who you've spoken about. So I'm saying, shit, I know that it's way above that. And I know that this government has 200, not 500. It could be 500 though, but I don't want people to look at us like we're crazy. So
Yeah, well. Now, this tech, is it ET or is it terrestrial in your mind? When people think these people who, doctors try to remove it, it's moving around, they take it out, they test it. Nobody knows what it is. Some people have gotten cured from certain ailments. They allegedly had like cancers, then they had that up in them. One dude lost weight, you know what I mean? Stop eating stuff, quit smoking. Some of them quit smoking.
I'll say this, that
They quit smoking out there.
It's gonna be different for different people. Like when you talked about certain DNA,
and you make these aliens sound diabolical, bro. And it sounds like they're making planet Earth a night at the Kappa House.
I think they, to a certain degree, we have been here before we came to this place. So it is some sense of diabolical.
So what do you think it is, ET or terrestrial?
It's both, because what we are a mixture of both. It's not we're not the being that we was before we got touched by something that's from this plane. Alien to me means it's on this plane, but not from this place where we at, not planetary for me.
Yeah, bro. It was like a dial tone. It was like somebody pressing buttons on a push button phone. It was like some static for about 6 minutes.
What?
All right. All right. If you had to choose between ET's implant or Neuralink, which one you rolling with?
I think I would have to go.
Elon Musk, the human.
You know what? Hold on. Hold
or the
on. I
Grays.
think it's almost the same, but I don't think I want to go with the artificial motherfucker. Okay. So if if I had to, or my shit would it not exist, I would go with
The Grays, they probably got more experience at this point.
it ain't about that. I think that I'll go with they shit, cause shit, everything ain't been that bad. This motherfucker, I know. It's like the good or the bad side.
Hey, I agree. I agree. And maybe that's why they're gonna use the psyop. Make us believe the aliens have come. And then the aliens are forcing the implant in your head, and the whole time they're putting Neuralink in your head. So psyop. All right. Have you ever lost time, fella? Have you ever lost time?
Well, you already know the answer to that. Yes, there was a night.
I mean, it's a yes or no question. You don't have to explain it, but I would say this. And if you want to explain it, sure. Yeah.
There was a night our freshman year of college that, we pre-gamed way too early, and yeah, I lost hours. Hours.
Do you think maybe you could have been abducted?
There's a possibility because I wound up in the oldest research cornfield in the country.
Yep. Out there with the crop circles, cow mutilations, and genetic manipulation of crop right at that time.
Not at the where I was at. It was right by the library, right off of the what's the name. And shit, I lost hours and I woke up, but it was old land and it had been uh, growing corn for a long time. And
Man,
shit, it was wow.
Yes,
And
Skinny
I was
Busters.
in the fucking head. I wasn't fucking muddy or nothing. I got up, went to the party.
Yeah, Skinny Buster drove right over it.
Yeah, definitely skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fence around it now. Yeah. 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 I was with him. If I can go back in time, I'd go back in time right now with my current consciousness.
From the 1800s.
Oh man. And then right across the quad.
But I'm here right there too, so shit.
Talk about privy and cavalier.
Man.
Yeah. Well.
I miss that dude. I miss that guy, bro. I miss that guy. He won't talk to me, so but
yeah, but I'm with you. I go with Neuralink. Lost time. So yeah, I can't say there's a time I came up missing as a young lad at the theme park. And then they came up and found me in the game room out there. And I really didn't know what the commotion was about. So yeah. So you never know, bro.
no. That's true.
You just don't know. You know. The wife was telling me, yeah, you got that thing on your back. And then now she says it's up higher, and I'm like, oh, it's moving. Like that thing could be a implant out there. Yeah, go get it checked out.
I mean, it is very possible. So X-ray, MRI,
Biopsy.
I mean, I wouldn't do biopsy first. I would do X-ray, MRI, and then if the biopsy, if it's
Yeah, they come right out there and shoot you with something, and 25 years later, they find out, yeah, it was plutonium. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
whatever it is, you need to figure it out because these are vehicles, and a lot of stuff in this simulation and environment they are putting to lower our chance of advancement. And, if you look like at it as a video game, there are negatives put upon you before you could advance, So gotta advance. You gotta figure out what it is and why it is. They're not trying to give you a chance. And then you know for sure.
All right, y'all. The views expressed in the podcast are those of the host and guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. So he's going with hybrid theory. I don't know. This one's tough to wrap my mind around. Let's get to the poll question.
Well, I'll say hybrid because of who come out and say that, talk about their experiences, and it's not really us. So they're not really pulling instruments or whatever it is out of us. And, and we already know that there's a whole situation where there's desperation.
Well, Trump is about to take over Greenland, bro. I thought they were part of the treaty with the whole Antarctica and all that. They had a big treaty with them.
Yeah, we'll see, whatever.
Yeah, so they got a lot.
We'll see, and then we'll have to do some research upon that because
Say they got a lot of resources.
They so-called do. It's supposed to be the richest place for the YT people.
Well, he promised that he was going to tell the American people what all those drones are. He said he was going to do it on the 21st, and I haven't heard a thing about it.
Oh, damn, it is the 21st. I didn't believe any of that anyway. The motherfuckers. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't know why, but they should tell the American people what's going on. And
he was sitting there at another table
he don't give
saying
a
the
shit, bro.
saying the same thing, and the people around him were saying something totally opposite. They were all part of his team. He was himself. It was like, yeah, you don't give a shit. They were all like, bro, it's like, yeah. Like, this dude weird. All right.
He's not weird. He's all part of the fucking system that we living in, the simulation. Because, like I told you, they had Obama so they could have him, sort of, but they could have Biden because Biden should have never. But then we didn't even get the real Biden because he was done. I'm kind of glad we didn't get the real Biden. We just go out there, then we go with it all this, then we go with that,
What round is it? All right. Big up somebody, man. You wrong for that. All right.
I saw it live on TV. He wrong for that.
All
I
right,
just saw it and talk about it. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Choose the best. Alien implants are. All right. Imaginary or cap. No one said that. ET tracking technology. No one said that. ET mind control idea. No one said that. Yeah, I got a problem with no one saying ET mind control. Personally, I got a problem with that. You guys, you don't trust Elon Musk, but you think these ETs gonna come all the way down here and abduct your ass. You know,
you said choose the best.
Put a chip up your bum, and then bring you back down to earth, and then and they're not going to want to control your mind. And then the other one is biological monitoring. Everyone, including myself, chose that one.
Well, I'm just saying, you said choose the best because it was that mainly because they're testing the hybridization, but the others I think could be included, like mind control, and you said choose the best. So
Yeah, and then maybe that mind control has something to do with consciousness. And although physical science is allegedly proven differently, but that is all just frequencies and vibrations and
that's what
electrical
consciousness
signals.
is. Yeah.
And electrical signals, yeah. But that I find that quite interesting.
No, because man, it's gonna fluctuate. Get more people to contribute. Love y'all. The Self Love Show is growing daily, amazingly. Thank you for your support, your love, honor, and respect.
All right. Thanks. Ditto. And as we wrap up this episode of the Self Love Show, today's journey has taken us on a fascinating ride into the world of alien implants. Though the research of Daryl Sims and others, we've uncovered evidence of these mysterious objects, their unusual properties, and their potential purposes. We've also delved into the experiences of a couple of abductees and the phenomenon known as alien fluorescence. See that? Challenging our understanding of human alien interactions. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Remember, stay curious, stay informed, stay aware, stay engaged, and more importantly, stay true to self. Also, show some love to everyone around you. Remember, ask not what culture can do for you, but what you can do for culture. Till next time, silence is violence. Question everything. The Self Love Show ain't Kansas, Toto. Peer down those rabbit holes and do your own research. Use caution and discernment because sometimes when you stare into the abyss stares right back at you. Peace, self love, honor, and respect. Oh, yeah, I'm deep into the abyss out there, fella. It's madness. All right. Today's riddle. I'm hidden deep within, yet I'm not your kin. Placed by those from the stars, I monitor from afar. Though tiny and unseen, I'd hold secrets in between. What am I that science and fiction both adore? A tale of mystery forever more. All right. Brother Wordsmith, you got an answer to this? Let's see. This guy here. All right. Brother Wordsmith. Of course, my phone battery is dead here. So there he is. right there, fella. You got any reply to the riddle?
It's alien implants.
100%. I mean, come on, you guys. Tell you, I don't know. Alien implants is right. He is 100% once again right. The Riddler, not the Diddler. But we are going to start packaging up some Riddler baby oil lotion for you guys for your pool parties, your all white
Wow.
parties. Yeah, you can throw your big white parties. Everybody shows up wearing all white. Yeah, that's what Diddy was doing. Going to a white party. We're sophisticated, and you're going to some sort of boule booty jam, allegedly.
Wouldn't know nothing about it. He's the diddler, and I'm the riddler. So different planes of existence, different, no comment.
Yeah. Yeah, he could be a hybrid.
He probably is.
You know.
They put themselves successful and build them up, but certain never mind.
Yeah, you're right though. Let them get money for nothing. You're right. You are right though. All right, man. So the fires seem to be dying down, so maybe we can get these guests up in here. If not, though, it's time to unpack the telepathy tapes there, fella. We got to speak pretty unspoken.
I will dig deeper into them.
Yeah. The nonverbals. Yeah, they have a message. You know what I mean? We got to help them get their message out there. These nonverbals allegedly are tapping into the cloud up there that I was discussing with Brother Wordsmith back in the early 90s. It's a cloud up there.
It's the ether.
That's right. Out there.
What they don't teach us about.
Out there. Right.
And it took us until we was in college to figure out, and we ain't had a correct name for it, but we knew what it was. It was and cloud came after that. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, we're gonna unpack that because they're gonna have a second series coming out. I can't imagine what it's gonna be. So get this unpacked before the second series comes out. Yeah. Harvard. You got some Johns Hopkins and some Harvard. Prestigious, privy.
Huh? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they're prestigious and privileged. Yeah. But we can't be like that. Can't be like that.
We have to be. We have to question everything.
Yeah.
So we have to question the privy and all of the
smug.
Yeah, because it's a lot of smug. It's a whole lot. It's an institution. They supposed to be unreproached.
I'm right because you're stupid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, man, like you can be right. I don't have to be stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree 100% what you're saying. So
yeah, it's just smug. Yeah, and on Mouthpiece Included, we're going to be unpacking Ben Johnson out there.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who I really wanted, and I hope that I'm right. They got him. I hope that I'm right. Head coach. He's got up and man, that offense he run is innovative and it's going to work. It's going to work.
I got a good feeling about him. He walked into Hallis Hall. They had all the staff, the support people, all them standing there.
Yes.
And he was like, "Get back to work, all of y'all." But then he smiled. But then he smiled. But you know what he said? He said, "Everything all of us do is about supporting those players."
Yeah.
That's right.
I feel with I feel shit, my empathy, and I feel it. So I felt really good.
What are you, some sort of
Yeah. Yep.
Trump banned all that.
Trump? What?
Yeah, if you're a male, you're a male. If you're a female, you're a female. You can't come in this country saying you're
I didn't say any of that. I was talking about Ben Johnson hired.
You said something about empathy, but go ahead.
No, I'm an empath, period. And that hasn't to do with nothing with the president or any of that shit. Any of it. And I was just saying about I never even really dug into who they're gonna hire or whatever. And I think this is a good for the situation.
Oh yeah, 100%. And let me tell you something. It's so opposite. They didn't even have a personal meeting with him. They had seen enough, which I love.
Unnecessary, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
even in the game they lost.
Well, it's like, what are we talking about here?
Right, because
the game they lost, he's been beating our butt for the last 4-5 years, game planning against this guy.
Well, we should have beat them.
Well, I mean, but
twice
still, but their offense has been, moving up.
Their
and down.
offense is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Even I'm talking about even in the game they just lost before they hired him. The offense, it was, it wasn't the cause. It was the they didn't do what they needed to do.
That one game, meaningless as far as whether I'm hiring him or not. Meaningless.
Hey, what makes me even more upset is he wanted a job last year. This out he did his whole year wanting the job last year. If they would have got rid of Eberflus.
Well, that's on Pose, but because I was thinking maybe Pose was a genius. Let me hold on to Eberflus one more year until this guy becomes available. But if you're telling me we could have had him last year,
yes,
and he didn't move off Flus, then something's wrong with the organization.
It was the only job that he would have taken. He didn't take any other job. It was the only job he would have taken. They said he had interest last year because they were gonna have number one. Once they had the number one pick and they could have got him, he wanted this job last year. And they kept Eberflus.
We got him now.
So that's even better.
That's the important thing. We got him now.
So, I actually think it's even better. Actually, because it's what happened. I think it's better. So,
it was the perfect season that Colored Williams could have had for his massive ego. His ego self, it's not. It's one of the most massive things in the universe. Massive.
Man, it could have, if it could have went like Jordan, it could have went like Dame's. It could have very well. He could have been in the same situation.
Yeah,
they would have had one less game.
Well,
and the games they should have won, he could have been in the same situation. I agree with you. That's the perfect for us.
And if you was gonna keep, if you was gonna move off, right? You could have brought in Kingsbury and attached him to your rookie quarterback. And then if you fired Eberflus mid-season, you could have just promoted Kingsbury into the head coach.
You're exactly right.
Kept it going. But hey,
they wouldn't have fired Eberflus though. That's the whole thing.
That was the whole problem.
It had to be complete disaster before the Bears would fire a coach.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
But you're right about that. We probably would have won 11 games.
Yes.
Lost in the playoffs behind his idiocy. And, well, he's got to get better. He's never been to the playoffs before. Watch him stink it up and lose 8 straight playoff games before we move on.
Man, I'd rather we, so-called lose 10 in a row, while 4 or 5 of those games we should have won. That's the whole thing. I prefer that because we needed to get rid of Eberfools. Eberfools, terrible. He was Charles Barkley terrible. Shit.
Yeah,
Terrible.
we got Ben Johnson though, bro.
Man, we finna get some motherfuckers that we finna get some defensive coordinator, special team. We finna get offensive line. Mother
And some free agents that be more
Yes.
interested coming in here.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how he feels about Swift because he moved off Swift when he was in Detroit.
Well, I don't think he had anything. He was brand new. He was same year as Swift.
Moved off of him.
Well, I mean, as far as paying them big money, the whole league, I don't think it was him. The whole league moved at that same year. The whole league devalued
Yeah,
running backs.
we was coming in on mouthpiece included.
Just said shit. Fuck that.
That's the running back is a quarterback's best friend. If you have a Hall of Fame type, All Pro type running back, bro, that get out of bed with 120 yards rushing. If you
And
had
it's even better if you got like Montgomery and Swift and not Swift, the other guy in Detroit. So we need a down here runner or whatever, and Swift can thrive.
Are you
Like
re-signing the left guard? The ginger.
he's on his last year as rookie contract.
The ginger?
The
The one was up. Who'd you say?
left tackle.
Left guard.
Oh, left guard.
He's always hurt. The ginger.
Nah, yeah. I mean, you gotta say the name to me because you make up a nickname for him.
And the left guard that's always hurt, man.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about now, but
I can't think
I
of it.
don't unless he come back for a team friendly, then we gotta. I think he might work in the Ben Johnson though. So if he come for a team friendly,
I know what you're saying.
we're gonna have to do something behind him. I like his work
Uh,
ethic,
uh,
or somebody in front of him if he's
Nah,
gonna be hurt.
I think I know what you're saying. You sit him and his agent down and you say, listen, there's an offer in that package right there.
Yeah.
If you want the offer,
Yeah.
contact our people, you can sign it. If you don't want the offer, right?
Yeah.
We're moving in another direction.
Unfortunately, that's what
24
they
hours.
did with David Montgomery, and he went to the, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
should have kept him.
Of course.
I was upset with that.
Yeah, they should have kept a lot of that, man.
Definitely him. I mean, but they was getting rid of everybody. They was just building money. And it wasn't a proper, they should have kept that motherfucker because shit.
But see, Detroit was bringing in, they was hitting home runs on the players they brought in.
The only difference is it was the same money. They gave him an extra year.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
They should have gave him that year. There was some dumb shit. They had him. They didn't have to let him go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Detroit, even with their draft picks and the free agent moves
everybody
that they made,
man,
they was hitting home runs. They was, like they was clicking all the boxes. Whereas
and they coaching. Oh my God.
Whereas we was only maybe 50% accuracy on the people we brought in, if that.
One thing I'll say about the Bears is they had some picks that were lower picks that did more than what Detroit did, but all the Detroit picks was good.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
So and they coaching was on point. Like Luke Getzey was a joke. Just like they should have fired the coach a year early. When they brought Justin Fields in, they should have fired that other motherfucker. They should have fired him. I don't think you get a new quarterback and bring him in on a last year of a coach's contract. I think you should fire that motherfucker.
Yeah, the lame duck.
If he ain't shit and he ain't do nothing to earn that before that, yes. Period, point blank. And we way off the mark, because goddamn it.
That's all right.
We talking about alien implants.
This brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang, and that's wordsmiths. Final words out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there.
Story wordsmith, the final words, and I know that I reign superb. And I always surge to a higher presence, living by the essence, inspired by the crown toward wordsmith and Taj the God. You know about so-called alien implants. They are different dimensions and stance of trying to exist. Mistakes they made have persist in a dimension. So I guess the extraterrestrial, if this part of the plane is terrestrial. I was born to excel. Only way to fail is not to compete, is to stop and to retreat and back off into your corner where you can't do shit. Is that you? It's never been me. So I expand and grow in dimension, in every dimension. I have been all about ascension. Ascending to where most people are pretending. I'm commending. Loving my life and extending a hand to my people. The love of the people. We gon' expand. Let's grow. Here to test, understanding, understanding, grow and standing. We are making sure that we are standing against the machine. Elevating past the ceiling that they say we have been constricted by. Just want you to know every form of the multimedia live. Words.
Words, words, words. Yes, sir. Hey, and we appreciate y'all. We ending it on Wordsmith's final words. Y'all be blessed.
Love, honor, respect.
100,000,000%. Wordsmith's final words out there, out there. Out there, out there, out there, out there. Out there, out there, out there, out there.